The second round of the NBA playoffs is upon us as we get ready for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're at Wells Fargo Center, where tonight the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They're rested, they're ready to go, and they'll have home court advantage to begin here in Games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Goes to the right side. Richardson. Deep two there. Won't go. Bledsoe with the basketball. Just getting going here in Game 1. Has a look. Bledsoe shot misses. Got it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Giannis with it up top. They trail by 2. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez down low. Nice pass to set things up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Simmons driving, but his shot no good. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. And he finishes at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Simmons with it. Down just a couple. And the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a proud city.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Joel Embiid with the block. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Bledsoe. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shot won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Simmons to the basket.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Can't connect from in close. To Simmons. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. Misses the first. Oh, he missed on a pair. Hill across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
In the front court comes Simmons. The score 10-8. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year.
Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
And stuffs it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Bucks at the controls. Hill to Middleton. Here comes the screen. Middleton. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Hill into the front court. Down 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Middleton to Hill. Lopez. That's a 24-second violation. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Lopez tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Hill across the timeline. 5-point game. Middleton to Gasol. No good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Now a whistle. Now we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play.
Let's go, Philly!
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. George Hill to Middleton. Short jumper won't fall. Ersan Ilyasova sends it away. Bucks basketball. Spinning shot won't fall. To Horford. Rises for the slam.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Hill into the front court. 9-point margin. Middleton off the mark. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Philadelphia with the basketball. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To George Hill. Adetokunbo to Lopez. And he misses that one free throw. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. The Bucks at the controls. Matthews to Adetokunbo. Counted.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Shot from the lane won't go. Trying to cash in. Yes, Wesley Matthews. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Giannis Adetokunbo, 2 of 4 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
He was hacked. They let it go. Bledsoe with it up top. Down a point. To Matthews. Giannis Adetokunbo. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Old school equals high percentage.
Embiid, good for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Bledsoe. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Embiid. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Bledsoe. Giannis Antetokounmpo. A couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Harris. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Up by 3. To Antetokounmpo. Runner here. Won't go. Al Horford rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Harris to Embiid. Joel Embiid. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
No, I missed a short one there. Harris to Embiid. And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. To Simmons. And count the basket.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Has a chance. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Let that clock tick down.
Curling inside. Giannis Antetokounmpo swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Bledsoe with it up top. It's a 1-point game as we approach halftime. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Middleton can't get the bounce.
All right, well, who's going to take it up? Take it up, come on! Plus it!
19-footer at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we hit the break. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Guys, let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers will start the second half with a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bucks aren't down by too much at the half.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Blocks.
Very physical basketball in the first half from these squads. Lots of block shots and some great defensive intensity.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons driving, but a shot no good.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
To Embiid. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The follow won't go either.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Bledsoe to Matthews. Off the assist.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Simmons to Embiid. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Knocks it down from mid-range. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Count the basket inside.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads a bucket. To Lopez. And the finish. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game. Milwaukee with the basketball to Bledsoe. Hill. Greek Freak for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
And count the basket inside.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Middleton. Bledsoe. Middleton. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Giannis with it up top. His guys now down by a point. Middleton to Adetokunbo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Here's a chance from long range. Not getting the bounce. Simmons into the front court. Leads just a point. Harris to Richardson. Brook Lopez with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Simmons. Embiid. Fires the 3. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
New blood coming in for both sides. Adetokunbo. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Shot from the lane won't go. Richardson to Simmons. Driving right to the basket. Brook Lopez. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Hill. Here's Lopez down low. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Hill across the timeline. His guys trail now by 4. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Chris Middleton trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw's good to cement the 3-point play. The lead is back down to 1. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Josh Richardson. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. And he hits the second. For 3. Nice. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The 76ers have the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Sixers able to clear the rebound. Cruises inside for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Burke with it. Leads 4. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To George Hill. Free throw, good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Has a look. Whoa, Chris Middleton. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Nothing going here on that drive. Middleton. Now a steal by Philly.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Middleton. Great feed. And stuffs it home.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down. To Adetokunbo. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Zaire Smith at the line. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Giannis with it up top. Down 5. To Middleton. Here comes the screen. Middleton. He was hacked. They let it go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chippy.
To Middleton. Curling inside. Short jump followed up. Brook Lopez with the slam.
You see, Ed, that's the advantage of growing up playing with and against a twin. A lot of fights, a lot of physicality, and controlling the glass is everything.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Giannis in control of the basketball. 5-point game. The drive right to the basket. And a nice finish at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Brook Lopez able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Mike Scott. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Giannis for 2. Add 2 points to the board.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Beyond the arc for three. That's rebounded by Embiid. And scores. Strong take.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Smith now into the front court. Leads 5. Harris to Simmons. Driving right to the basket. Simmons to Tobias Harris. From long range, Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Rocking the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Adetokunbo to Middleton for 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Referees called it. That was intentional.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
Simmons going to launch beyond the arc. The last thing you want to do in that spot. Fouls him shooting the 3. Zaire Smith is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First try, no good. Second to 3, got it. Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Matthews buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
And 1. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious. They've jumped out in front 1 game to none in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers emerged victorious after a tight finish. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Bucks
just couldn't close this one out. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Simmons seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.